Coming up on this episode of the Raider Report, the one-act play rocks the house at State.
Find out how you can give the gift of life this holiday season.
And Connor in the Commons is back with a special Christmas edition.
All this and more coming up on your Raider Report. Good morning, and thanks for joining us. I'm Gavin Mangold.
And I'm Lindsay Sequest. Members of the PHS one-act play are sure to be full of holiday spirit.
That's because the one-act troupe rocked the house at the State Festival last week.
On Saturday, December 12th, the one-act team attended the virtual State Festival, where they presented their show, Me, Myselfie, and I. The cast and crew watched other high school shows and attended workshops. When it came to their turn to watch their show, they attended a Zoom meeting with one of the 3 judges to hear their critiques and get presented with their awards. The team cleaned the house, receiving 4 of the 5 awards and 4 nominations. Producing an award-winning show took months of hard work, but in the end, it was worth it.
This was the bright part of fall. In all this horrible COVID stuff and being home and virtual learning and all the negative things going on right now, this was the bright part. This felt good and it was fun. It was extra work and you're tired and we got rehearsal tonight, but it was really nice to be there and be connected even though we weren't physically together.
As mentioned, the one-act group brought home plenty of hardware, including the prestigious Critics' Choice Award, Outstanding Ensemble Award. Grayson Rondo earned an Outstanding Actor Award. 3 other Raiders were nominated for acting awards: Lindsay Sequest, Mickey Wirtz, and Alyssa Retke, and Miss Tubbs earned a Director's Award.
Congratulations to everyone who participated in this year's one-act play. Another praiseworthy effort to share comes from the Voices of Hope Poetry Project, compiled by PHS creative writing students. Original poems written and recited by students from Mrs. Depri and Mrs. Elgerfieser's creative writing classes are featured in the Voices of Hope's video. The purpose of this project is to use poetry to spread hope and cheer in the community. Students are accomplishing that mission not only through the video, but also by mailing printed copies of their poem to Country Villa and Sun Valley Assisted Living Facilities in Pulaski. Poems were also printed and included in Christmas meal bags offered by the Pace Food Pantry. Some of the poems are posted on bulletin boards in the community as well. The poetry project proved to be a win-win for everyone.
And then we also realized that it kind of was good for us, like good for our mental health to stay positive and to be thinking good things at the time. So it benefited both the writers and the audience.
Stay tuned on the lookout for some of the students' poetry to be shared soon at various PHS social media platforms.
Speaking of lifting others' spirits during the pandemic, we have a quick follow-up to a story we brought you last week.
The Christian Club is pleased to announce that their homemade Christmas card campaign was a rousing success.
The club received more than 80 Christmas cards. The cards will be dropped off on Wednesday at Country Villa. They would like to thank all of you who made cards and helped them reach their goal.
We certainly hope the cards make the holidays brighter for some people this year.
The absolute best present anyone can give this holiday season is the gift of life. And you can do that by simply giving blood. The Red Cross will be holding a blood drive on December 23rd from 8:15 a.m. to 1:15 p.m. at New Life Community Church. If you're under 16, you will have to sign up with the parent consent form. Sign-ups can be done on the Red Cross's website. During these hard times, every donation counts. So if you're willing and able, please sign up.
Here's an important reminder for students who wish to participate in FFA events in upcoming months. Many opportunities are right around the corner, such as leadership development events, career development events, grants, scholarships, FFA degrees, proficiencies, state FFA conventions, and county fairs.
To participate in these events, students must be members in good standing, which means you must pay state and national dues, participate in local Pulaski FFA events, and take an agri-science course in school.
February 28th is your last chance to sign up and pay state and national FFA dues for the 2020-2021 school year, which includes the summer of 2021. Please send an email to the 3 FFA advisors with your questions or concerns. The email addresses for Mr. Santee, Mr. Pettis, and Mr. Erdman can be found on the school website.
Now we take our focus to a new furry friend with show and tail. Today, we introduce you to Luna, a small and hyper little pup who belongs to PHS sophomore Jackson Marsh.
This is Luna. She is an English lab, and you may be wondering why she's so small. Well, this is all the bigger she'll get. She's not a very large dog, like the perfect size for a dog in my opinion. She's quite the sweetheart, as you can tell. She's all over me. And super hyper, like the most hyper dog you will ever meet. She is fast, quite the hunter too. Loves pheasant hunting, absolutely loves it. Just the sweetest little lady. She's 2 years old. We got her from a family friend. Actually, my employer had a litter of dogs that they were not expecting, and we're just giving them away. So we were able to get one, and now she's like the perfect dog.
What a cute little dog. Looks like a great hunter and family dog. Thanks for a great look into your awesome pet, Jackson.
It's time for the sports update from Jack Hayward. But before we get to the scores, we'd like to give Jack a shout out for being named the PHS Rotary Student of the Month. Way to go, Jack! And now, let's pitch it to Jack of All Sports.
Hi, I'm Jack, and this is Jack of All Sports. Girls hockey is 1-1-0 with their most recent game being a tie to Northland Pines 3-3. The game went to overtime, but both teams kept the other scoreless, and their next matchup should be against the Warbirds. That game will be in Appleton on the 29th. Boys hockey is 7-2 and went 3-0 last week with wins against Mosinee, Oshkosh, and Stevens Point. Their biggest win came against Oshkosh, with the Jags trampling the IceHawks 11-1. Highlights from Red Raiders include Parker Besaw, who had 14 saves. Max Welsing and Will Brunke also contributed an assist each. Their next game should be tonight against the 6-1 Notre Dame Tritons. Boys swimming faced Ashwaubenon on Tuesday. The Red Raiders lost 100-74 against the Jaguars and are looking to bounce back against the Bayport Pirates on the 22nd at Bayport. Wrestling is currently on hiatus, but are expected as of now to come back for Tuesday the 29th. The Red Raiders should face the West De Pere Phantoms at 6:30. You should be able to watch that on Strive TV/Pulaski. Girls basketball played only one game last week, but it was against the red-hot, undefeated De Pere Redbirds. The girls lost a close one, 57-48, and highlights from that game include Sheridan Fogger scoring 21 points, Ashlyn Chemansky scoring 11 as well. The Red Raiders will take on the 2-6 Seymour Thunder tonight at 7. You can watch that game on Strive TV/Pulaski. Boys basketball had a tough week against two stellar teams last week. On Tuesday, the 15th, the boys kept it close in the first half against De Pere, but sadly De Pere pulled away for a 22-point win against the Red Raiders. Highlights of that contest include Bo Bramshire dropping 22, and 18 of those points came from behind the three-point line. National Lemonade also contributed 8 for the Red Raiders. On Friday, the boys lost a tough one to the West De Pere Phantoms, 53-30. The Raiders had a tough time scoring against the 5-1 Phantoms, with the leading scorer being Derek Shaw, who scored 10 points for the Red Raiders. That's Jack of All Sports. Thanks for watching.
Thanks, Jack, for the best bi-weekly sports report in the FRCC. Great segment as always. Hey, Lindsay, it's almost Christmas.
Yeah, I know. And you know what really puts me in the Christmas spirit?
What?
An episode of Connor in the Comments. Here's Connor with your special holiday edition.
Connor in the Comments.
Hi, I'm Connor Houston, and welcome to Connor in the Comments. Now, I know what you're thinking, guys. My fit is fresh, and all I have to say to that is I know. Anyway, you know what really gets me into the Christmas spirit? Movies. And you know what I've been watching a lot recently? Hallmark movies. And it's really weird, because Hallmark movies are literally a copy and paste of another Hallmark movie. It's like, she's a businesswoman who has no time for love, but when her car breaks down in Christmas Town, the carpenter has to help her. And in a gingerbread cooking competition, they find true love. Like, it's the same thing over and over. And those are kind of bad Christmas movies. But, you know, I'm wondering, what's the best Christmas movie? And also, what's the worst Christmas movie? Let's go!
Delaney, what's the worst Christmas movie you've ever seen? And what's the best Christmas movie you've ever seen?
The worst Christmas movie has to be Elf, because you can only watch it like once a year. Then it gets so annoying. And the best is like all of the Grinches combined, so you get variety.
Nice! Audrey, what's the best Christmas movie you've ever seen? And what's the worst Christmas movie you've ever seen?
Okay, the best Christmas movie, there is only one right answer, and that, of course, is Phineas and Ferb, A Very Merry Christmas.
Yup.
Worst Christmas movie? None of them. There is no such thing as a bad Christmas movie. There just isn't.
Alright. Tyler, what's the best Christmas movie you have ever seen, and what's the worst Christmas movie you've ever seen?
You see, Connor, I feel like the best Christmas movie I've ever seen was Elf with Will Ferrell.
Mm-hmm.
But I also think it's the worst Christmas movie. It's got that kind of parody going on, you know?
Yeah.
Wow, I didn't know Connor watched Hallmark movies.
No, but that doesn't surprise me, though. He seems like a cheesy Christmas rom-com kind of guy. Just kidding, Connor.
Before you go, Jack Hayward and Nick Diefenthaler thought you might need a little help getting into the holiday spirit, so they captured some of the Christmas lights around the school district. Amazing! It seems like many people are taking their Christmas decorations to the next level this year. That's all we have for you today. Thanks for tuning in.
Have a great Christmas break, Raiders. We'll see you back here on the Raider Strong Network next year.
Happy holidays!